Welcome back, fans. Game 2 of the Region 9 Championship Tournament from Sweet Erickson Gymnasium on the beautiful campus at Casper College. Game 1 saw Western Wyoming topple Western Nebraska 58-52. Game 2 features Northeastern Junior College and Gillette Junior College. We will start with the visitors from Gillette. Gillette comes in with a record of 16-15 overall. This is their first season back after having a 3-year sports hiatus. Head coach Liz Lewis is technically in her second season. She coached the last season at Gillette Junior College before they went on their hiatus, but she was 28-5 overall in that first season, ranked 21 in the country. Coach, what have you seen from Gillette so far?
I think just so far, I would say it's great to see the Gillette teams back playing some college basketball. They have such a rich tradition of basketball up there in Northeast Wyoming. It's great to see them back and playing. You know, for the Pronghorns, the Lady Pronghorns today, they're really going to have to do a good job rebounding from every position today. Everybody's got to contribute to that, really limit NJC to one shot, and then really control the pace of the game. NJC is going to try to get out and really kind of try to push the ball. Offensively, it's the same thing. I mean, if they can get some offensive rebounds and some second shots, I think Gillette's going to have a pretty good day today. One thing that is really a key for Gillette, though, they have to limit their turnovers. They've got multiple players that are averaging over 3 turnovers a game, and they get those live turnovers today against NJC. NJC is going to capitalize on that.
Gillette, a team that comes in having won their last 3 games in a row. 2 of those games were actually, really 3 of those games were all play-in games. They needed to win their last 2 in the regular season, and in order to even make the Region 9 tournament, they won both of those games. They had a first-round play-in game matchup with Northwestern Community College up in Powell. They knocked off Northwestern. They come in now as the number 4 seed from the North. And the team that they would take on, the homestanding NJC Plainsmen, come in at 27-3 overall. Coach Bronson Moton in his first season as the head coach after 5 years as an assistant for the boys, a team that comes in playing really well. And when you're 27-3, obviously win streaks are going to be a piece of it. They're ranked number 19 in the country. Their 3 losses by a combined 20 points. One of those losses happened here in overtime against Casper College. Coach, what do you see as some keys for Northeastern today? Yeah,
I think offensively for them, the key to them, they can beat you in a lot of different ways. They're a very dynamic team. They can get inside. They can get that little inside-outside game. They can get up and down the floor. They can control their own pace. So if they can get some shooters going outside, it's going to open up that inside for them a little bit. And if they can get an offensive rebound, they're going to get out and run. Defensively, we talked about the rebounding game in that first game, and I think it's going to be the story here again today. Controlling the glass for NJC is going to trigger that break and get them up and down the floor, and just try to keep them under 60. You have a great stat here about 60. You want to tell me about that?
Yeah, so NJC comes in 16-1 when they hold their opponents under 60 points. Going to be a great number to kind of keep on the board as far as NJC on the defensive side of the floor against Gillette.
Sounds like it's going to be another great game today, Coach. I'm really excited to see this Northeastern team get out and run, and again, just a lot of ways to win.
And it's interesting, just like Coach Padilla said in the post-game of the last game, there are really 6 teams that are in this tournament right now that are very capable of winning this thing. And NJC certainly is towards the top of that list as they are very capable, again, with only 3 losses this season. Coach, let's get into a little bit of a player profile here. We're going to start with number 4, Alyssa Beckford for the Pronghorns. Beckford, a player that has missed some games this season due to injury. She is back. She is coming off the bench, but she is the leading scorer for the Pronghorns, coming in at 14.5 points per game. Beckford, a kid that comes in, a 5'8" freshman guard from Toronto, Canada, has scored in double figures in 22 out of the 29 games that she has played this year. Also had a career-high 32 points in the 1-point win that clinched the playoff berth in the win over Northwest. Coach, what can we expect from Beckford today?
Yeah, Beckford's she can kind of do it all, Coach. She's real dynamic, a really fun kid, a freshman again, going to get up and down the floor. 32 points, man, geez. Looking for some high-scoring offense from her today.
Absolutely. On the other side, NJC, the Plainsmen come in, a team that played a couple of games in a preseason tournament here as well as that regular season game here at Casper. They're led by number 13, Ruby Sweeney Spitzek, and Spitzek, coach, is a player that rebounds the ball on the offensive side very well, but also very capable of scoring it.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting ready to start starting lineups here.
And we will go into starting lineups here. First for the Pronghorns from Gillette. Looking like number 23, Dasani Nesbitt, a 5'11" freshman guard from Floyd, Montana. Nesbitt comes in shooting 25% from the three-point line. Number 30, Lainey Stevens, a guard out of St. Lawrence, South Dakota, a 5'5" freshman. Number 34, Kinley Salem, a guard forward, a 5'10" freshman out of Gillette, Wyoming. Number 42, Janina Vergara, a center, 6'4" freshman center from Barcelona, Spain. And then number 2, Maria Marinkovic, a guard, a 5'6" freshman from Montenegro. On the other side for the homestanding NJC Lady Plainsmen, number 1, Genesis Sweetwine, comes in averaging 11.3 points per game. The 5'4" sophomore from Aurora, Colorado, really makes everything tick for the Plainsmen. Number 5, Sanea Martinez, comes in at 16.2 points a game. She shoots it at 41.8% from 3. We can expect big things from her offensively. The 5'8" sophomore guard from Greeley, Colorado. Number 13, Ruby Sweeney Spitzek, again 13.7 points per game. The 5'8" sophomore from Melbourne, Australia, really does a great job on the offensive board. She's averaging 6 rebounds per game. And then the 2 posts, number 34, Amaya Winfrey, and these two do a great job of playing high-low basketball. Winfrey comes in averaging 5 points a game, the 6'2" sophomore from Aurora, Colorado. And then number 35, Erin Williams, comes in averaging 6 points a game, the 5'9" sophomore from Fresno, Colorado. Today's officials for Game 2 of this NJCAA quarterfinal, Mr. David Contreras, Mr. Craig Erdman, and Mr. Chris Packard will be in charge of calling all of the fouls, all of the travels, and the entire game. Coach, it's going to be tough to live up to Game 1. What do you expect here?
Oh, man, that was so much fun that first game. So many lead changes and everything kind of coming down to it at the end. I'm really looking to see Gillette's going to really have to weather the storm here early, I think. I think NJC is going to really try to get out early, really try to push and set the pace of this game.
Do you expect any nerves like we saw from the first game, even with this being the second game of the tournament, but it's being their first game of the tournament?
Absolutely. No, I mean, every first game is like that, I think. It'll take a little bit for everybody to get settled in, including the officials. This is their first one as well. But the crowd's starting to pick up, and we're ready to get started.
Well, and it's our second one, so we should be a little bit better than that first one, hopefully, as NJC wins the tip. This is Sweeney Spitzek as she drives it in with the left hand. Layup is no good. Defensive rebound for the Pronghorns is Marinkovic, and she's going to take it herself all the way, and she's going to flip up a floater that's good. And just like that, Gillette out to a 2-0 lead behind Maria Marinkovic's layup. Yeah,
really good job getting the defense going that sparks that offense. Looks like we're going to see some man here.
The ball screen and roll there. Sweetwines finds Erin Williams, and Erin Williams turns and scores her first 2 of the game. Nice little ball screen and roll action there. Again, Erin Williams and Amaya Winfrey, the 2 posts for NJC, do a great job of playing that high-low. You can put them in ball screen actions. I'm excited to see what they can do offensively. We saw them again here in November. Obviously, a lot has changed. Coach Moton doing a great job with this group. Excited to see what they can put together offensively. Nesbitt in the post, flips it up, and it's no good. Defensive rebound comes out to Winfrey, and NJC looking to push. Sweetwine with a little step-back jumper is a little bit long, but this is Erin Williams with the offensive rebound, and now Martinez fires the deep 3. It's no good, and a defensive rebound comes down to Nesbitt.
Yeah, pretty good little clip here, Coach.
Nesbitt comes in 16 games this season with 9+ rebounds. We expect her to be one of those players for Gillette that really rebounds at a high level as Amaya Winfrey grabs that defensive rebound for the Plainsmen.
NJC looks like they're going to slow down, try to get a little set here. Wouldn't be surprised to see some big shot here. Martinez.
This one's a little bit long. And Nesbitt again with another defensive rebound for the Pronghorns. 2-2 still in the early going here from Casper College. Sweet Erickson Gymnasium, as this is Marinkovic who fires up a 2. It's no good. Defensive rebound is fought for. It's going to go to Erin Williams, but then stolen away by Marinkovic. Marinkovic misses the layup, and it's offensively rebound by Vergara. Vergara shoots the 2, and it's no good. Winfrey finally clears for NJC. Pretty fast and furious pace so far, as this is Sweetwine with the 3 ball. It's a little bit long. Offensive rebound comes down to Winfrey.
It is, and it's not just the guard. Oh, great cut there. It's not just the guards either. Bigs are doing a great job of rebounding on one end and rim running on the other. The NJC comes in with a 14 rebounding margin against their opponents this season, Coach. Already doing a good job on the glass.
The offensive foul called against Amaya Winfrey as she was a little bit too physical in the post. We get a couple of subs for Gillette. Number 4, Alyssa Beckford, that we talked about in the pregame, the 5'8" guard from Toronto. Number 21, Quiston Stefano, the 6'2" freshman forward from Auckland, New Zealand. And then number 45, Milena Edwards, the 5'6" freshman guard from Melbourne, Australia. This team, Coach, very interesting in the fact that they are completely freshmen. This Gillette team, all freshmen. They do not have a sophomore on the roster. As this 3-ball is up and no good, we got to wrestle for the rebound, and it's going to be out to NJC.
Yeah, you know, there's a case that could be made for a lack of experience, but I tell you, just from watching them play, you can tell that they're pretty poised players. They've played a lot of ball. They kind of know what's going on.
Well, at this point, you're 31 games into the season. You're no longer a freshman at this point, and I'm sure that Coach Lewis would agree with that.
Oh, great cut there.
Nesbitt gets the basket on a great backup, but they're called for a traveling violation, and it'll be NJC ball. Just under 3 minutes into this game, still 2-2. Again, we talk about a little bit of early game jitters. Game 1 of the Region 9 tournament for these two teams. Game 2 overall. NJC Gillette still kind of trying to figure it out as they run a great cross-screen action for Winfrey. Winfrey finds Spitzek in the middle. Spitzek's turnaround jumper is good. And Ruby Sweeney Spitzek is now on the board. Sweeney Spitzek, a gal that comes in averaging double figures in 12 of her, or has scored double figures in 12 of her last 13 games for the Plainsmen. As Nesbitt throws this one out of bounds, and we get another sub as Andrea Martin checks in for the Pronghorns, the 5'10" freshman guard from Madrid, Spain. Both teams kind of struggling offensively, Coach, but it's got to be a little bit of the defense as well. It seems like both teams playing hard on the defensive end. Gillette doing a really nice job of controlling the dribble.
Yeah, absolutely. They're trying to get into a little set here by NJC. Run that little 4 high look. Just couldn't capitalize off of that. Gillette really pushing the pace. Surprised. They're doing a good job.
A rebound by Edwards there. She gets out and goes, misses the layup, and this is Sweetwine coming the other way. Nice little shimmy at the free throw line. Sweetline goes up, and she is fouled.
Yeah, really good job getting off the floor there.
Ball's going to go on Nesbitt. It's going to be her first. The team's first of the first quarter. Genesis Sweetwine heads to the free throw line for NJC. Sweetwine 75.7% on the season, 17 games in double figures this year. And really, like I said, kind of the spoon that makes the pot stir. She comes in averaging just over 3 assists per game, but had a career high 7 assists this season as her first free throw is up and good to give the Plainsmen a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, and you can tell she gives the team so much energy. She's usually the first one out running transition. She's trying to get to the rim, making her free throws now.
Second one is up and good, and the Plainsmen have now opened a 4-point lead.
Looked like they were trying to get a little diamond or something there, Coach. Trying to get a little pressure on Gillette's guards there. And Gillette winds up throwing the ball away there. Ball back to NJC.
Almost looked like Gillette didn't have any trouble with it, and then that last pass looked like it got deflected and ends up being a turnover. And so the press does its job for the Plainsmen, who still have a 6-2 lead here early going of Game 2 of the Region 9 tournament here from Sweet Erickson Gymnasium in Casper College. Little blind pig action there off of the fake double screen to the backside. Great pass there by Martinez. The layup is no good by Winfrey and defensively rebounded for Gillette by Beckford. Beckford, again, a player that came in. She missed a couple of games in the middle of the season due to an injury. She missed a game with Casper College, but she can really rebound it on both ends of the floor. Milena Edwards backs her way in, and she is fouled on the way up.
Yeah, really good sit by Edwards there, getting the ball inside and drawing the foul. That was really good by the Pronghorns.
Had a little bit of a mismatch there against Sweetwine, as Sweetwine picks up her first foul, the team's second of the first quarter. We get a couple of subs back in for Gillette, as they have not been afraid to interchange players in and out. Marin Kovic checks in for Gillette. First free throw is good by Edwards. Edwards comes in averaging 10.3 points per game. She's just a 59.6% free throw shooter. Statistically, that says that this one is probably going to be off the mark, but the announcer's curse is good on that one as Aaron Williams grabs a defensive rebound. Sweeney Spitzek does a great job with her head fakes. While she's dribbling the basketball, she gives a lot of head and shoulder fakes. She's such a capable shooter that it makes it really hard to defend, and she's able to get to the rim off of that, as this time they're going to run offense through the high post. 15-foot jump shot by Winfrey is no good, and a defensive rebound by Marinkovic. Coach Moton seems to have had that play scouted.
Sweeney Spitzek.
Sweeney Spitzek gets the steal and misses the wide
layup.
open layup. Beckford with the defensive rebound. She's going coast to coast. She flips it up, and it is good. And just like that, a 4-point swing. Alyssa Beckford now on the board for Gillette and cuts the lead down to 6-5. Sweeney Spitzek with it on the wing. She's going to use the screen from Winfrey. Top of the key. They got the switch that they want. They're just trying to get it into Winfrey now. It swings over to Martinez. Martinez fires the 3 ball. Hits rim twice and no good, and it's rebounded by Edwards. And Gillette looking to get out and go. A nice little
spin there, yeah.
By Beckford, but it does not go in. And we're going to have a foul.
Yeah, good hustle there. Both teams there just didn't go. Nice little spin move there then on the offensive end.
Ball's going to go on Edwards. It's going to be her first, the team's second of a very fast-paced first quarter here from Casper College. Game 2 of the Region 9 women's basketball quarterfinals on the Casper College Network.
I chose Casper College because it's my hometown, and it always been like a goal of mine to come here first and then maybe go on, but I actually liked it here a lot better, so I decided to stay here. I like the community here, like how they do these things like the barbecues and everything. I think that's really cool how they try to get the students and everyone together. It's affordable for a lot of students, even out-of-state students, and also it's like I said earlier, the community, it's really good, and they try to help you in any way that they can here. And I know bigger universities don't care as much, and I think Casper College is perfect. I don't know, feels like home.
Welcome back, fans. Game 2 of the Region 9 Championship Tournament here from Casper, Wyoming, Sweet Erickson Gymnasium. Northeast Junior College, the Plainsmen have a 6-5 lead over the Pronghorns from Gillette. Just under 4 minutes left to go here in period number 1. Coach, what have you seen so far from the Plainsmen that have gotten them out to this lead?
I tell you, one thing I really like is just how their rebounding triggers their offense. They're doing a pretty good job of getting their bigs to rim run. And then they just got a couple players, Sweetwine and Sweeney Spitzek, they're so dynamic on that offensive end.
Turnover there by the Plainsmen, and Gillette now has a chance to take the lead here. It would be their second lead of the game. They started out 2-0 as Beckford fires a 3 that's long, but another offensive rebound there from the Pronghorns, and that is Martin.
And another offensive rebound. There's Beckford with the ball again. She just seems to keep finding the ball in her hands for Gillette, Coach.
And you can tell that this team is significantly better when Beckford is on the floor. I mean, they miss her for a couple of games. They don't play very well. Gillette, a team that kind of saw a lot of injuries this year that made it tough for them throughout the regular season, but you can see they're really putting it together here.
High arcing shot. Great rebound there by Gillette, and they're off and running again as well.
3 ball by Westerdyke is no good, and Gillette now with a chance to open up on their 1-point lead.
Oh, they got it ISO'd out on this side. I'm surprised they didn't go right there, Coach. Nice little set.
And Nesbitt gets the bucket and the harm.
Yeah, great little set there from Gillette to clear out that side and then get that post up on the low block.
Ball's going to be on Sweetwine. It's going to be her second. Coach Moton going to have to make a decision, and he seems like he's made the decision already. He's going to let Sweetwine continue to play with 2. Gillette tried to run that set, it seemed like about 2 possessions ago, and Coach Moton was all over it. This time I don't think it was called. It was probably called from the bench quietly, as that free throw is good from Nesbitt. She's got 3 points on the game now.
Well, NJC didn't do a very good job of getting ball pressure and just allowed that deep entry pass.
Gillette now with a 10-6 lead, their largest lead of the game at 4. As Westerdyke looks for help, she kicks it out, swung back around. Westerdyke looks in the post. She flips it up. It's no good. A rebound by Martinez on the backside. Kicks it back out, and this is Binzis. Binzis fires a 3, and it's no good. And a defensive rebound by Nesbitt, and she is out and running. A lot of contact there.
Looked like a foul there.
And a couple of takes by Nesbitt there. She gets the basket. She felt like she was fouled twice on that possession. But just like that, now Gillette has opened up a 6-point lead, and Coach Moton needs a timeout.
Yeah, great job out of that last timeout by Gillette, just kind of turning this thing around. He kicked it off with a couple free throws and then getting it done on the defensive end and really sparking it on the other side.
It's going to be a short timeout, so we're going to stay here. Coach, do you feel like NJC comes in, they see a Gillette team 16-15 overall? Do you feel like maybe there is some, well, we're going to walk through this one and we kind of got our eye on game 2 against Western Wyoming?
I think it's so easy, especially that first game of the tournament, right? You got the jitters anyway. Just kind of try to, look to the end of the bracket instead of looking the what's present, what's right in front of you. And maybe there might be a little bit of them, but I think NJC is going to lock in here and get something done here on both ends of the floor. Tell you one thing I have really enjoyed watching so far from this NJC team is they use their bigs well. I mean, they're trying to get high-low looks all the time. They're getting that screen action, and I think that opens up some stuff on the other end. Gillette, though, has just done a really good job of just attacking the rim and playing fun and playing free.
Well, we talked about it in the pregame. They rebounded at a high clip. And we talked about on the offensive end about how well they rebounded, but they've done a great job on the defensive end, too. And NJC has come out. They haven't made a lot of shots, and it's been one and done for the Plainsmen so far. Sweetwine's 3-ball again, no good, and a rebound by Marinkovic. Marinkovic almost turns it over as she tries to get out. Gillette almost playing a little bit too quickly there. But again, one and done for the Plainsmen. Gillette College 6-point lead here, 12-6 with 1:45 left to go here. Quarter number 1 of quarterfinal number 2 from the NJCAA Region 9 Championship Tournament. As that pass is deflected, turned over. Sweetwine ends up with it.
Looks like we got an injury on the floor there, Coach.
Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lady Plainsmen, but we do have an injury on the floor. Number 25, Bianca Benzis, is down. Looks like she maybe caught a stray arm or an elbow potentially on the defensive end after their team got that deflection.
I think it's an ankle, Coach. I think she fell down on that. Gosh, I hate to see that.
Benzis, the 5'11 sophomore from Hollebeck, Denmark, had come in. She missed 9 games in the middle of the season, but had come back and made 5 threes 2 weeks ago against Western Nebraska in a big game with them. She is certainly a key player off the bench that they would like to have for the rest of this game. So it looks like they're going to get her up, and she is going to limp off. Looking like she's able to put a little bit of pressure on that thing as they help her off the floor. Certainly hate to see an injury like that, especially in such a big game.
Absolutely, just start of a run maybe potentially for them. They've had such a good season. Hopefully it's nothing serious. They can get that thing taped up, walk it off, whatever.
Absolutely. Aaron Williams checks back in for the Lady Pronghorns as they will have the ball trailing by 6 minutes and a half left to go here from Casper, Wyoming. Westerdyke's got it on the top. She swings it around. This is Aaron Williams with it on the perimeter. Hand off to Sweetwine. Sweetwine's always looking to get downhill. Martinez looks inside. Westerdyke with the catch. The 2-pointer is good with a great entry pass by Martinez.
Yeah, excellent work there, getting down low on the block, and actually a really great job on the backside. She didn't pass it, but really good job by the other big getting to the hole as well.
Westerdyke with 3 double-digit rebounding games on the season. She certainly has helped a ton with them, as this layup is no good for Beckford, and NJC now a chance to cut into this 4-point deficit. Martinez looks to drive it. Shoots up the little floater. It's no good, in a defensive rebound.
One and done again for NJC. Gillette's doing a great job of getting them into one shot and going the other direction.
Vergara with a nice defensive rebound there as Marinkovic turns it over, and Sweetwine with the steal. Sweetwine with the uncontested layup, and just like that, we are back into a 2-point game.
It looks like they're going to try to get a little trap again, but again, they just pass over the top, and then it looks like, just pretty easily broken.
Genesis Sweetwine with 4 points on the game, and Gillette almost turns it over again there. Nesbitt with a nice little euro. She flips it up with the right hand. It's no good. Rebound out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Lady Pronghorns.
Yeah, Williams doing a good job in there, banging around with Gillette players trying to get that rebound, but it does go Gillette's way.
Edwards checks back in for the Lady Pronghorns. 16.1 left. There is nothing on the shot clock. It is turned off. Gillette should theoretically have the last possession, but Nesbitt fires a 15-foot jump shot that's no good. Winfrey defensive rebounds, and now NJC with an opportunity to tie or take the lead here in the last 6 seconds of the game, of the quarter. My apologies. A great one more by Winfrey there. What a great pass to find Martinez. A very, very good shooter open in the corner. An unselfish play on Martinez buries it to give NJC a 13-12 lead. As we're going to take a quick break at the end of quarter number 1, NJC with a 13-12 lead over the Pronghorns of Gillette on the Casper College Network.
We have a really competitive group this year. Sometimes a little too competitive. And there's this guy on our team, Ethan. He takes it a little too far, but he never loses.
Ready, go! I do this. I ain't never lost. I do this. It don't even matter what that is. I got game right here. In this game. In this game. Tell him he missed too. In that game. I do this. I ain't never lost. I cheer louder than y'all. I never lost. I never lost. I ain't never lost.
Welcome back, fans. Sweet Harrison Gymnasium on the beautiful campus at Casper College. Game 2 of the quarterfinals of the NJCAA Region 9 tournament. And, Coach, let's talk about that last possession there before the break.
Yeah, again, just another fun quarter of basketball. Back and forth. We got multiple lead changes. We're back to a 1-point lead after, they get a little time with the shot clock. Got it down to 6. Winfrey does a great job, passing, making the one more. A 0% three-point shooter, kicking it to Martinez is a 42% free throw or three-point shooter and knocking down the 3 right before the quarter. That was great.
And it gives NJC a 1-point lead as we head into quarter number 2.
We'll see what Edwards does with the ball here. Looks like they're going to try to get some kind of screen and roll action on the backside maybe.
Genesis Sweetwine now on the bench for NJC as she has picked up 2 fouls. Jalen Potts is going to handle the point for NJC. There's that cross-screen action for Gillette. Turnaround jumper is no good, and Potts with the defensive rebound for the Lady Plainsmen. The lead got up to as many as 6 in Gillette's favor, and now NJC has returned to take the lead. A great idea there by Westerdyke as the pass is just a little bit low to Potts, and it's a turnover back to the Pronghorns.
I was surprised to not see a little bit of pressure coming out of the quarter. Seemed like they tried to do that a little bit in the first quarter, but just weren't real organized. They're back playing just half-court man now.
Do you think there's something to be said for picking up that little bit of pressure to start a game to kind of get their legs under them a little bit, kind of get them into the flow of the basketball game?
Absolutely. Getting a little bit of, great shot.
Martinez, another 3.
Another great shot.
Tell you what, that one right before the end of the quarter certainly has got her going now. She gets her second 3. She's got 6 points in the game.
Well, there again, just another great one more from the guards, Could have taken an off-balance shot. Instead, you kick it to a kid that's wide open and takes a great shot.
Well, you can just tell a team that understands what they are, right? A team that knows when they have a shooter and where they have a shooter. And Martinez has come through in the clutch.
So Gillette has John up here.
NJC with a 16-12 lead, just over a minute into the second quarter here as they try to throw it into the post.
Yeah, it really seems like they're trying to get a little post entry there. Great move there by 21, making the bucket there.
Stefano gets her first basket of the game as it looked like it was a design play to get her the ball in the post, and they did so on the last possession as well. Certainly going to be somebody that they're trying to feed to get some easy looks on the inside there.
I think Gillette is just so excited to have Stefano back, coming back from that injury that she had not too long ago. Just such a presence inside.
Potts with a great tape, finds Martinez again. Martinez passed this one up. Sweeney Spitzek's got that one. And just like that, 3 threes in a row for NJC. And again, in the Steph Curry era of basketball, the ultimate equalizer. And now NJC with a 19-14 lead.
Oh, good screen there, trying to get Stefano open. Good steal by Sweeney Spitzek.
And again, Sweeney Spitzek just everywhere on the floor. She's going to pull up for another 3. She gets fouled on this one and just about went
just
down
about
for
got
her.
Another one.
Foul's going to be on number 30.
You get the feeling the pace at the beginning of the game was fine because it was the beginning of the game, but that NJC's bench is just so much, deeper with athletes being able to run up and down the floor. I think that'll come into play at the end of this half here.
Both teams subbing quite a bit. Both teams okay with playing 8, 9, 10 players in this one. Sweeney Spitzek here with an opportunity to get a couple of free throws. Comes in shooting it at 80% from the free throw line. First one is up and good. She now has 6 points on the game. Second free throw, she eyes it, flies it, misses that one. My apologies, she's getting 3 because of that 3-point attempt. Third free throw from Sweeney Spitzek is up, and it is good. She's now the game's leading scorer with 7 points for the Plainsmen as they open up a 7-point, their biggest lead, and the biggest lead by either team of the game.
And Caitlin Kyle now in for Northeastern for NJC. Good to see her get some minutes here, Coach.
Jump shot by Edwards is no good. Offensive rebound again in there by Stefano. Stefano felt like she was fouled on the putback, but no call by the officials. They really kind of let kids play. As this is Aaron Williams with the 3. It's no good, but Winfrey with the offensive rebound. Winfrey finds Sweeney Spitzek at the free throw line. It's no good. Stefano with the defensive rebound, and Gillette's going to try to run the other way.
Yeah, Gillette pushing it again, gets into a turnover there.
Sweeney Spitzek again, just kind of seems like she's everywhere on the floor. She fires the 3 ball. It's short.
She's feeling it, though, isn't she?
Yeah.
She got the step back. And NJC, the last couple of possessions done a really good job of, just finding the nail, eyeing the rim and finding the backside. And then you get 2 or 3 kids that are crashing the board, so good things happen usually.
We're going to get a short timeout here from Gillette as they're going to talk it over. I would assume probably try to draw something up. Coach, what do you think Coach Lewis is talking about in that Gillette huddle over there? How can they start to get baskets? They got some going early. They've been trying to get out and run, but really haven't been able to settle anything in the half court.
I thought they've been best when they have actually slowed it down a little bit and tried to get that cross screen or that high-low and try to get it inside and get an easy bucket or at least get a decent rebound. It seems like either they're getting a bucket there or if they're missing, they're able to get back and set their defense a little bit better. The last couple trips, it's like they've trying to push a little bit too much and get live ball turnovers.
Yeah, and it seems like when they've gotten opportunities to throw the ball into Stefana, good things have happened for Gillette. On the other side of it, the Lady Plainsmen, they've gotten some baskets here quick. They've certainly used the long ball. They've hit 3 different threes, and then, of course, Sweeney Spitzek being fouled gets a couple on the 3-point shot as well. What do you think that they can do to really extend this lead and kind of put this thing out of reach?
I think, if you watch Sweeney Spitzek play, the great thing about her is she's just always moving off the ball, and I think that just chasing that kid around really creates opportunities for other kids. Coach done a good job so far of having 2 bigs in the game all the time, and when they have missed a shot, there's been somebody there to try to get an offensive rebound. Haven't always capitalized, but they've done a good job trying to crash that. I'm guessing Pronghorns are going to try to get something inside here maybe.
2 teams that both come in with a positive rebounding margin on the season. Gillette plus 5.7 and NJC at plus 14.6. Again, NJC a very good offensive rebounding team, but really haven't had an opportunity, and Gillette's defensive rebounding, I feel like, has kind of kept them into this game.
Oh, good take there by Martin. And NJC's out and running again.
Winfrey with the defensive rebound. Sweetwine drives it, and she's fouled on the way up. She was looking to initiate some contact there and did so. Again, a pretty good look from Gillette that just didn't fall for them. But NJC so good with those 2 bigs in there of rebounding the basketball, pitching it out to somebody that's going to run, and Sweetwine's as fast as anybody that we're going to see here in this tournament.
Yeah, I would guarantee that they go back to that set. They got a pretty good look on it. They actually had a really nice roll from the big on the backside that just missed it.
First free throw from Sweetwine is no good. Second free throw is good, and it opens the Plainsmen lead up to 8, their largest lead of the game. 6.5 minutes left to go here from Sweet Erickson Gymnasium. The game 2 of the Region 9 quarterfinals. NJC with a 8-point lead over Gillette. They do kind of run that similar set. Nesbitt tries to get to her right hand. Marikovic tries to go to the baseline. They find Vergara on the backside, but it's stolen, maybe not stolen, kind of tipped away. But they are going to reset the shot clock.
Good slash there.
A great cut there by Martin, and Martin's no good. The defensive rebound goes to Sweetwine. And again, NJC with an opportunity to open this thing up.
Caitlin Kyle, we didn't talk much about her in the pregame there, but she's done a really good job of defending Beckford. Coming in, she gets a shot there.
And it's
she gets it to fall.
Just like that, Caitlin Kyle, right on cue. You must know something that we don't. As she gets the 3 ball, and the lead now opens up to 11 in NJC's favor.
I have Biff Tannen, Sports Almanac coach.
You knew that on the defensive end, Gillette was going to be able to keep this thing close, at least for a little while. You knew that rebounding the basketball, they were going to be able to keep it close. But it looks like ultimately now it's starting to turn into a talent thing, and NJC just is loaded with talent all over the court.
Good hustle there for Beckford getting that. And I actually like this set there from Gillette. They got that little high-low cross-screen action there. And got a look they wanted. It just wasn't a good shot.
Winfrey called for her second foul, the team's first foul of the second quarter, as Westerdyke is going to check back in and replace Aaron Williams. They're going to let Winfrey continue to play with her 2 fouls, Sweetwine with her 2 fouls. And we talked about it, Coach. You know, you look at a gal that picks up 2 fouls in the first quarter, it's all about who they are, and the coach knows them better than anybody. And if they can play with 2 fouls, as Vergara misses the layup, Sweeney Spitzek with the defensive rebound. But Sweetwine picked up her second foul with about 6 minutes left in the first quarter, and she hasn't even come close to picking up that third.
Yeah, I think there's that, I think the casual fan, and shoot, even us sometimes, like we think we know, but really coaches kind of have an idea like what the IQ of their kid is. Can you play with a couple fouls? Do you need that kid on your floor to spark something? And certainly that's been true this game.
Sweetwine, the deep 3 ball is long over the back of the rim, and it is out of bounds, and it's going to be Gillette basketball. Yeah, and to that point, you have some coaches that are adamant. As soon as a kid picks up a second foul in the first half, they're out, and they're out for the rest of that half. And I think so much of basketball is evolving to the point where you just can't live with those guarantees anymore, especially in games like this where you know that if you lose, it's your last game of the season.
Yeah, exactly, that one and done. Great steal there, and NJC going the other way. Again, Gillette's getting decent looks. They're getting a decent set and just turning the ball over there.
Gillette's been stuck on this 14 number for quite a while now, as they just have struggled to find ways to score it. Sweetwine on the backside.
A little hammer action almost.
Kyle's going to fire another 3 ball, and it's good. Caitlin Kyle, all of a sudden now 6 points off the bench for NJC, and she has come in and been a real spark for this NJC program that now leads by 14.
Winfrey's just doing a good job playing really hard in there, being that kind of rim protector the NJC needs. I'm looking for Beckford. She was a little bit more active, it seemed like, in the first quarter, Coach. I'm waiting to see her kind of get back to the rim.
Well, and I think it's easier for Winfrey to play as hard as she does because this bench from NJC is so good, and she knows that she can go in and play really hard.
Great bucket there from Gillette, get things going. See if they can get it going on the defensive end.
Marinkovic with that basket there. But again, she can come in and she can play really, really hard, and then she can go out and Williams can come in or Westerdyke can come in. They've got all these different threats that they can throw at them. So you can play hard for 5-6 minutes, and then you know that you're getting replaced by somebody who's really, really good.
That was such good post entry there, Coach. Got that really deep post entry there. Great move inside. Yeah, to your point, when you got 4 bigs or 4 kids that can play in that position, you're going to run hard for 3 or 4 minutes, and then you're going to get a blow and play a little harder.
Well, and you can tell at this point Winfrey needs a break, and Moton's got a player right there ready to sub in for her. And again, they're just not going to lose very much when she comes out of the game. And with a 14-point lead, obviously, it's not going to make that big of a difference either. Sweetwine drives it to the middle. What a great
dish!
pass.
Good board there.
Westerdyke with the offensive rebound on the Williams miss, and we're going to have a jump ball that is going to stay with NJC.
I don't know how she got that ball through there.
There were hands
awesome.
Everywhere and just sneaks right great. Through and right into Aaron Williams' hands.
That was great. Good job by Gillette getting the tie up there. Getting a chance to set the ball or set the defense here.
A couple of subs check in for the Plainsmen. Jalen Potts checks back in. Martinez checks back in after a quick blow on the bench. And a nice job there, Gillette, defensively.
Opposite of the first game. First game we saw a lot of baseline out-of-bounds play that went for points. I don't think we've seen one out-of-bounds play that has scored yet this half.
Gillette now, after a basket on the last possession, finally got off of that 14-point snide, and it's into 16 points.
Oh, Gillette got the switch they wanted, but didn't go back into her.
Great play defensively by Westerdyke.
Kyle running the floor. Great finish.
Caitlin Kyle now 8 points on the game. Martin with the runner on the other end, and again, they get out and run. They get a great look at it, just doesn't fall. And Gillette now trails by their biggest lead of 16 as the 3-ball by Kyle is up, and it's no good.
Oh, good hustle there by Gillette. But, yeah, this pace definitely seems to favor NJC right now.
When you talk about a lot of times the team that is better, is on the floor, statistically better, the more possessions that a game goes, the more favor that they're going to have. And at this tempo, it seems like they are the team that is going to have the most success.
Yeah, go right back. Yep. They looked for it, didn't they?
Yes,
they ran
did.
that play now a couple times, looking to get Williams the ball there in the paint.
Well, and again, you talk about that inside-outside. You get Martinez hits a couple threes, Sweeney Spitzek hits a couple threes, and now you've got Williams and Winfrey in the post. I mean, this is a tough team to guard.
Yeah, and something that you can tell that they spend a lot of time on making sure that they're getting that high-low look. It's their first look every time, looking for their buddy, and if it's doubled up, they get a chance to kick it back outside. And NJC's been knocking down some shots.
How great was Caitlin Kyle during those minutes? She comes in and scores 8 points, hit a couple of threes.
Yeah, and again, like we noticed offensively, but I thought she did a really good job. You know, she D'd up Beckford there for a while in that quarter, and gave really good energy. I thought, good touch there by Gillette. So they can get something in transition here. Oh, nice bounce pass.
The layup by Stefano is no good, but she's fouled on the way up.
65% free throw shooter. It'd be nice if they could get a bucket here and then set their defense here.
Foul's going to go on Erin Williams. It's going to be her first, the team's third of the second quarter. Stefano at the free throw line shooting a pair. First one is up, and it is good. Stefano now with 3 points on the game. I want to give a shout out to my good friend John Spear, who's listening today. John, thanks for keeping me in check and keeping an eye on everything that I say. Appreciate you. Second free throw is no good, but an offensive rebound there. And we've got a turnover that's going to take the ball back to NJC. Northeastern 15-point lead, 32-17, just under 2 minutes left to go here. Quarter number 2 of game number 2 of the quarterfinals of the Region 9 Championship Tournament here. Jalen Potts looks for Martinez on the flare. Gillette does a good job of running Martinez off the three-point line, but she gets into a 15-foot jumper that's
good
no
rebound
good.
by Gillette. But again, we're back into trying to almost force too quick there. Need a good one there. Turn the ball over.
And when you're down by 15 points, turnovers like that just are unacceptable. They just can't happen as you are chasing 15 points. You need every possession to try to score points. Martinez at the top, swings it to Westerdyke. She pulls up for a 15-foot jumper that almost brings down rain, and it is good. Alexandra Westerdyke with her first second basket of the game. She's got 4 points now.
Looks like Robert's coming back in here.
34-17 Northeastern, my apologies, with the lead. Just under a minute left to go here in quarter number 2. Jump shot there is no good by Martin, and Sweeney Spitzek with the defensive rebound. A great pass ahead to Martinez. Martinez tried to run it down, and it goes out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Gillette. Again, just getting a little bit ahead of themselves there. NJC does a little bit better job of controlling the ball in a tempo situation there, but that cross-screen action's been really good for Gillette so far.
I was looking for them to get the ball back to Martin there, and they tried on that little cross-screen. We'll see if they run that same stack look here.
Andrea Martin, a kid that comes in, the guard out of Madrid, Spain, started 25 games this season, so she's very capable of scoring the basketball, playing at a high level as she misses that jump shot. Rebound's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to continue to stay with Gillette. You know, again, if Gillette does one thing very well, they play really hard,
Yeah,
especially on the
absolutely.
boards. They crash hard. They go after every single rebound. They're down by 17 right now, but they are still continuing to go after rebounds. They're continuing to execute their offense. They do everything with great pace. You can tell that Coach Lewis does a great job with this group, and they know what they're supposed to be doing. And you expect this group to be significantly better next year.
Yeah, well, and they're trying to pitch the ball ahead, and we like seeing that. Just a little off with some of the passes, and you get those live ball turnovers. And
tough runner there by Martinez as she's up to 8 points on the game, and they extended the lead up to 20 or 19.
Stefano.
3-point
Off
shot
the
by
mark.
Stefano is
A
no
shot.
good. Martinez from
She gets it
three-quarters
off.
court. Looked good out of her hands, and we are going to the half. Northeastern Junior College 36, Gillette 17. We are going to take about an 8-minute break. We'll come down and break down some stats from the first half, and we will prepare you for the second half. Game 2 of the NJCAA Region 9 tournament here from Casper College.
One thing I would like Casper College or future Casper College students to know is you get in what you put out. If you come here and you just want to stay under the radar, you definitely can do that. But if you want to gain experience and learn not only inside the classroom but outside, if you talk to the instructors and just put in that little bit of extra effort, there's plenty of opportunities for you to learn, to grow, and to develop new skills that'll help you out in the real world.
Back, man, Sweet Erickson Gymnasium, as we are at halftime of Game 2 of the quarterfinals of the Region 9 tournament. This game features Northeastern Junior College and Gillette College. Northeastern with a 36-17 lead. Before we get into some stats, let's look ahead at the rest of the Region 9 tournament for today. In Game 1, which was the early game today, we saw Western Wyoming take down Western Nebraska 58-52. Western Wyoming will advance to the second round, the semifinals, and will take on the winner of this game. The next game tonight at 5 p.m., the Lancers from Eastern Wyoming will take on the Rattlers, the number 2 seed from the south from Otero. And then the final game of the night, the 7 o'clock tip, will feature McCook against the homestanding and number 1 team out of the north, Casper College. So, Coach, Northeastern out to a 36-17 lead. What have you seen from either team that has really stood out to you so far?
You know, some of our keys for Gillette coming into the game, I'm just looking back over my notes. We talked about, you know, they needed to do a great job rebounding. I thought they did pretty well. They got, you know, 3 or 4 players that do just a phenomenal job rebounding. Pretty even on the rebounding board, but the issue was that the pace of the game, I felt like, really kind of played into NJC's favor as they got going. You know, Gillette with some turnovers early on. And then for NJC, man, they got going on the threes. I think Gillette was 0 for 3 from the three-point line in the first half. NJC 5 for 17. And, man, that was the difference right there.
Absolutely. You look at Gillette, you know, you talk about that fast tempo. Gillette turns the ball over 13 times to NJC 7. I mean, there's 6 possessions right there in a game that we knew that Gillette was going to be shorthanded against this NJC team, and those possessions are really important. But then also Gillette comes out and they shoot just 21% from the field. And again, I think we could agree they had some looks, they had some good looks where they had shots that were makeable, that they're just not falling for Gillette right now. You
know, but the difference maybe a little bit for between NJC and Gillette there, NJC's getting, you know, they're 5 of 17 from 3 on 8 assists. They're making that extra pass, and they're taking great shots instead of taking just okay shots. I thought Gillette did get some good looks. I think there were some missed opportunities there. A one more for a 3, or maybe hitting that little cross screen inside. I would expect Gillette to come back and really try to get the ball inside a little bit more to the bigs.
Well, you talk about the importance of those turnovers, and more importantly, the live ball turnovers. NJC comes out and wins the points off turnovers battle 17-3. I mean, there's 14 points right there just off of some extra turnovers from Gillette that they need to clean up in the second half. So, Coach, take us in the locker room. If you're the coach of Gillette, you kind of just gave us a little bit of a rundown, but what are you trying to do differently? Are you trying to throw the ball in the post?
I think you're really trying to, you know, your big kudos for doing a good job on the glass. We got to get second chance points, though. If we're going to get an offensive rebound, we got to make sure that we're getting it back up. And then, yeah, I think feed the post. The NJC really seems like they have an advantage with, you know, their sub-rotation where they're able to get a couple bodies in all the time. And if Gillette could, like, pound the ball there a little bit, I think they got maybe some matchup advantages there through the game. So, yeah, I'd look to get Beckford getting downhill again. I thought she did a really good job with that in the first quarter and then kind of went away. And then, yeah, just trying to get the ball into the post for the bigs for Gillette.
On the other side, NJC comes in. They've got a 19-point lead going into the half. How do they extend that lead and really put this thing away and get an opportunity to play Western Wyoming tomorrow night?
Man, Ruby Spitzneck, man, I love the way that kid plays. Sweeney Spitzneck, she's running around all the time. She scored in the paint. She scored a little mid-range jumper. She's knocking down threes. I think just her motion and moving around creates opportunities for everybody else. And then I think it's the same kind of thing. If they're gonna shoot the 3, which they're pretty decent at, you got to have some bodies that are willing to rebound on the misses. And so far, they've done a pretty good job of cleaning up and getting second chances.
Well, and I would expect them to throw the ball into the post a little bit more in the second half as well. Get Winfrey and Williams really going and let that inside feed the outside of Sweeney Spitzek and Martinez. As we are about 1 minute away from the start of period number 3 here from Casper College, game number 2 of the NJCAA Region 9 quarterfinals. Gillette and NJC. NJC out to a 36-17 halftime lead. That 19-point advantage, the largest lead for either team in this game. The only lead that Gillette has seen was a 2-0 lead to start the game. And the ball is going to belong to the Pronghorns the first time out. So, Coach, what do you think? Do you think they're going to try to throw it in the post? Do you think we're going to see that little diagonal screen action to the post and try to get Martin maybe a quick bucket here to start?
Yeah, that's been a good look for them, coming off of that. And I think they could try to get downhill off of it, too. And if that gets taken away, get that little cross screen, try to feed it into the post, and see if they can get a bucket and maybe a foul early on here.
20 minutes away from round 2. Both of these teams looking to advance for an opportunity to take on Western Wyoming, who won their first game this morning 58-52 over Western Nebraska.
Coach, are these Lady Plainsmen or are they Plains women? Like, what are we going with here?
They are the Plainsmen.
They are the Plainsmen.
That is, they are the Plainsmen. Looks like Gillette is going to go slightly different here in the second half as they're going to start Beckford. Beckford, Marinkovic. Looks like Nesbitt.
They're going to get something from Marinkovic here, it looks like.
Looks like Edwards as well as Vergara. So a couple of different starters here in the second half. NJC starting the same way that they started with Sweetwine, Martinez, Ruby Spitzek, Winfrey, and Williams. Came out trying to run a little set there. Didn't get the action that they were looking for. This is Edwards on the drive baseline, and she turns it over. Winfrey with the steal there. And just as the first half ended, the second half begins with another Gillette turnover. That's 14 for them on the game. Yeah,
Sweetwine in possession of the ball. Looks like they got a little baby horns look here. Try to feed it in the post maybe.
There's the elevator.
Oh, nice
Martinez.
Elevator, yep.
Martinez drives it with the left hand, and she scores it with the right.
Good take. Oh, Beckford's down. I hope she's okay there. Got a little limp. I think she's all right.
Martinez with the first basket of the second half and opens the lead up to 21. As this is Edwards with the drive, and it just, again, kind of rims out.
Good job, though, by Edwards trying to get into Williams there on the drive.
Winfrey with the defensive rebound. Martinez wide open and misses just a little bit long. Sweeney Spitzek again with the offensive rebound, finds Sweetwine. Sweetwine spins in the middle, flips it up, and it's no good, and a defensive rebound to Nesbitt. I don't know much about basketball, but leaving Martinez that open for three is probably not a good idea for Gillette moving forward. So hopefully they can get that cleaned up. You saw that a couple times in the first half when she was open, very capable of knocking down that shot from three.
Yeah, I thought the exact same thing there, Coach. Oh.
Almost a turnover here, and it
looks like it's going to be.
We're going to get a
shot clock violation there.
I think we're going to get a traveling violation first. Regardless, it's going to be a turnover. Turnover is going to belong to Marinkovic. And again, it's team number 15. Second one so far here in the second quarter, or in the second half. NJC sets in a box set here. Looks like they're going to run the same action they just did last time, where there's the down screen, but this time instead of the elevator, it's another down screen. They find Winfrey in the post. Martinez cross-court skips it over to Sweeney Spitzek. Sweeney Spitzek with the flare out to Martinez and now into Winfrey. Winfrey to her left shoulder, misses. Battle for the rebound is going to belong to Nesbitt for Gillette, and now Nesbitt wants to go. Yeah,
good hustle by Nesbitt getting that rebound. The two big posts there from NJC fighting there too. Good job by Nesbitt.
And Nesbitt, again, she tries to get out and go and kind of lucks out that there was a foul called on that play, because if not, she was getting ready to turn the ball over, and just not what Gillette needs at this point. They need to slow down, execute some offense, and hopefully put the ball in the basket a couple times.
Yeah, get a bucket. Expect this coming to, I would assume, Stefano here at some point.
Three ball there by Edwards.
Good hit by Edwards, yeah.
And just what they needed. Melina Edwards with her first three-point shot of the game. The 5'6" freshman from Melbourne, Australia, now has 4 points on the game and cuts the lead down to 18. Williams had Winfrey deep in the post there and did not throw it to her. Sweetwine drives it, flips it up.
Great take by Sweetwine.
Genesis Sweetwine now 6 points on the game. The 5'4" sophomore from Aurora, Colorado, came in averaging 11.3. Edwards with it. She's going to look to turn the corner. She's thought about another three. Instead tries to throw it into the post. Another turnover. This is Martinez heading the other way.
Inside hand bounce. Oh, no. She had it. She had the inside hand bounce pass. It
would have been a tough one, but it would have been a nice look.
We'll see what NJC has coming out here.
A couple of subs check in for Gillette. Lainey Stevens, number 30, the 5'5" freshman from St. Lawrence, South Dakota. And then 34, Kinley Solom, the 5'10" guard from Gillette.
Williams almost knocks down the three off the set.
Nesbitt with the defensive rebound for Gillette. Nesbitt was looking to make a pass to a cutting Stefano that gets turned over, and it's the Pronghorns again with another turnover. Sweetwine with it, 20-point lead for the Plainsmen. They've doubled up the Pronghorns from Gillette, 40-20. Sweetwine drives it to the left.
Good
Williams,
one more.
Sweeney Spitzek misses just short. Defensive rebound goes to Solom. A great pass there, and NJC again has had some looks where they have just not had the basketball go in, but good shots from good shooters, and you think that tomorrow night, if they are successful in this one, Western Wyoming is going to have to figure out a way to slow those shooters down.
Good rebound there by Martin. Just missed the putback on that, but good hustle. Gillette's still playing hard. Oh, Andrew Martin turned his corner. Such a dynamic player, Coach.
Sanea Martinez gets another bucket. She's up to 12 points for NJC, and the lead balloons to 22 now, the largest lead of the game for either team. And Coach Lewis is going to take a timeout for Gillette. 5:28 left to go here in quarter number 3 of quarterfinal number 2. NJC with a 42-20 lead on the Casper College Network.
At Casper College, we're a hustle culture. We hustle for everything. Everything!
Hustle! 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 That's better.
I want them to know that they'll be accepted. There's a lot of opportunities here, and there'll be a lot of one-on-one with the teacher. You'll get a lot more personal experience, and there's a lot of opportunities through Casper College, not just with getting a degree, but also like outside work and extracurricular stuff.
Welcome back, fans. Sweet Erickson Gymnasium, Game 2 of the quarterfinals of the Women's Region 9 Championship Tournament. NJC with a 42-20 lead. That 22-point lead is the largest of the game for them so far. A couple of subs checked in while we were out. Number 12, Caitlin Clark, checks in for NJC, as well as number 11, Jalen Potts, the 5'6" sophomore from San Antonio, Texas. And number 0, Alexandra Westerdijk, the 5'10" sophomore from Granada, Spain. Bianca Binns is back on the NJC bench, which is good to see, as she went out with an injury earlier. Gillette looks for a little back cut action there to start, and nothing's home. Sweeney Spitzek doing a nice job defensively on Nesbitt until she gets called for her first foul, the team's second foul of the quarter, and it'll be Gillette ball on the side. Inbound to Stefano. And another Gillette turnover stolen by Sweeney Spitzek. This time she has a little bit more traffic as she goes in for a layup, and it gets knocked away. Great hustle there by Kinley Solom, the 5'10" freshman guard from Gillette, who joined the team late this season, but has started the last 6 games for Gillette in the middle of their successful run to end the season. Inbounds to Williams.
Yeah, looks like trying to come off for Sweeney.
Kind of some flex action there. Sweeney Spitzek with the step back 3, and it is butter. Ruby Sweeney Spitzek now with 10 points for NJC, as that one was pure. A nice little out of bounds play. They got her a look, and she just took a dribble, took a step back, and buried it. As Nesbitt tries to get a little bit more physical with Sweeney Spitzek.
Andrea Martin trying to get downhill. nowhere to go. Tried to find somebody on the outside and just nobody there, Coach.
And again, the turnovers continue to mount up for Gillette as we're going to go to immediate timeout. 4:37 left to go in the third quarter. NJC with a 45-20 lead here from Casper College on the Casper College Network.
Here, Casper College, we can't miss.
Hold on, mate. I can do better.
All right, show me.
Welcome back, fans. Sweet Erickson Gymnasium, the home of the Casper College Thunderbirds. NJC with a 45-20 lead here in Game 2 of the quarterfinals of the NJCAA Region 9 tournament. Let's run through some scoring here real quick. Genesis Sweet Wine leads NJC, and not leads, but has scored 6 points for the Plainsmen. 12 for Sanea Martinez, 10 for Ruby Sweeney Spitzek, 2 for Amaya Winfrey, 2 for Aaron Williams, 4 for Alexandra Westerdyke, and Caitlin Kyle with 8 points. On the other side for the Pronghorns, 4 for Alyssa Beckford, 3 for Stefana, 5 for Nesbitt, and 4 for Marinkovic, and 4 for Melina Edwards. As NJC is out to a 45-20 lead, 25 points, the biggest of the game so far for NJC. They're looking for Westerdyke in the post, but can't find her as they continue to move it around. There's the post entry, a great little spin move, and we've got a foul that's going to go on Melina Edwards. It's going to be her second foul.
Yeah, again, another great post entry pass from a guard inside. Westerdyke working really hard in there, trying to get the ball in the paint.
Well, you could tell that was the action that they were trying to get, and eventually they move it around enough to where they do get her the ball, and good things happen usually when you can get the ball that deep inside of the post. First free throw from Westerdyke up and no good. Westerdyke, the 5'10" sophomore from Spain, comes in shooting just 50% from the free throw line on the season. And she misses that one as well, and a defensive rebound by Nesbitt, who wants to grab it. She wants to go. This time a great kick ahead, but the layup is no good, and Westerdyke back on the defensive rebound. Oh. And now NJC wants to run. Potts pulls up for a little 8-foot floater, and she gets bumped on the way up.
That looked like that was going to be a collision there, Coach. They got it out of there unscathed.
They call that foul on 45, Melina Edwards. It's going to be her third on the 5'6" freshman guard from Australia. It's going to send Jalen Potts to the free throw line.
And that's kind of been the tale of the tape today. Gillette with the rebound on one end, kicks it out, gets it to the other end of the floor, miss layup, and we get another opportunity for NJC on the other side.
First free throw by Potts is good. She has now entered the scoreboard with her first point of the game. Potts comes in averaging just 5.6 points a game as the second free throw is up and good.
Yeah, she didn't really contribute a whole lot offensively in the first half, but she gets it done defensively, trying to get some rebounds. It looks like she's defending Beckford right now.
Well, she does a great job of replacing Sweet Wine. When Sweet Wine needs a break, or Sweet Wine got into foul trouble in that first half, and she's able to come in, and they don't really lose too much. It's a great take by Stefana that's no good. Bickford grabs the offensive rebound, and she's fouled, I believe, on the way up. Foul's going to be on Westerdyke. It's going to be her first, the team's third of the quarter, and it's going to send Alyssa Beckford to the free throw line. Beckford, the 5'8" freshman guard from Toronto, Canada, comes in shooting 69% from the free throw line as that first free throw is up and good. 18 points per game for Beckford in her last 6. She's really come on strong since being injured towards the middle of the season. Her second free throw is up, and it is good as well. She now has 6 points on the game for the Lady Pronghorns and cuts the lead down to 25, 47-22.
Here comes Ruby getting things set up. What do you think? Looking to get Westerdyke back in the post here, you think, Coach?
I would assume that that's probably going to be the ultimate look here. As Westerdyke catches it on the high post, she goes into the ball screen and roll.
Slips it into there again.
And it's such a mismatch down there as she catches and scores. And not even from a height standpoint, but just from a physicality standpoint. She does such a great job of sitting down in the post, and when she catches it in there, she's a bucket.
Good take there by Gillette. Oh, nice bucket.
Nesbitt with the basket. She now has 7 points for the Lady Pronghorns.
Man, Nesbitt has given great energy and effort all day today, Coach. She's been flying around for boards, gets to the rim there.
Looks like Gillette now has made a little bit of a switch there to get Stefano on Westerdyke, but now the switch occurs, and it's Stevens that has her again. This time Westerdyke misses just short. Grabs her on offensive rebound, though. And she looks to reset as Sweeney Spitzek catches it. 12 left on the shot clock here. She's going to go high screen and roll with Westerdyke. They get the switch that she wants. Sweeney Spitzek turns the corner, curls it like a baseball or like a football, and then lays it in.
Yeah, she's been fun to watch today, Coach. She can score in a variety of ways, but I love watching her play on defense. She's really smart at getting under screens, just walling up when she needs to.
12 points so far for Sweeney Spitzek, as now we've got a foul. This is going to be Westerdyke with her second foul and the team's fourth foul of the third quarter. Next one will be bonus for Gillette as we get a sub checking in Marinkovic for the Pronghorns. Here comes some more flex action there, and we're going to get a bad...
Yeah, looks like back screen. Oh, they called it on Ruby.
Foul's going to go on Sweeney Spitzek. It's going to be her second, and now we're going to be in the bonus. Nesbitt looked like she was trying to post up there for a second. Sweeney got a little bit too physical on the post defense, and she gets called for the foul. And Nesbitt back to the free throw line.
So you go to the beginning of that possession, though. Really started with they finally got Stefano posted up, and they made post entry finally. And they didn't get a bucket there, but they got a good look. They got a foul. They were able to run a set. They get a free throw here. You know what I mean? Like, good things happen when they get the ball inside. You know, slow it down a little bit. Don't turn the ball over. Build. You know, develop some of those habits.
Nesbitt hits the second free throw. She's up to 8 points on the game and cuts the lead down to 26. NJC 51, Gillette 25 as Potts looks to drive it to the right. Her little floater is good. And Jalen Potts has her first field goal of the game and now has 4 points for the Lady Plainsmen. They throw
Back
it into the
inside
post.
Stefano, Martin. Nice hit by Martin.
And that's great action, Coach, right? They throw it into the post just like you're talking about. They get a post touch. They look opposite. They get a three-point shot from a good three-point shooter, and Martin buries it.
Great drive and kick. Winfrey knocks it down in the corner again. Or, sorry, Williams.
That's Williams for 3 on the assist from Sweeney Spitzek.
I think is that her second or third three today, Coach?
That's Williams' first three-point shot for the day.
I don't think so.
Jalen Potts with the defensive rebound. Aaron Williams with 5 points on the game, so it would be tough for her to have made multiple three-point shots so far this game. But now they throw it to her in the post. And again, you know, we talked about in the pregame about their ability to play inside and outside, and you look just right there from Aaron Williams just by herself. She comes down, she buries a 3 on one end, she catches in the post and scores on the other end. This team and specifically individual players capable of scoring in so many different ways, they're so hard to defend.
Well, yeah, you get that. Anytime you can get that great shot on the outside kind of opens it up and inside and vice versa. Another good look for Gillette, though. I mean, you know, they had 2 good possessions of slowing it down, getting the ball inside. This time slowed it down a little bit, attacked the rim. Good things happen. You know, just trying to chip into this thing a little bit and build.
Foul's going to be on Sweeney Spitzek, and you talked a little bit at halftime about, you know, Bickford getting downhill, but Nesbitt, another player that's very capable of scoring the basketball off the bounce. Right there, she comes off just a little bit of a screen, but when she starts getting a head of steam going, she's really tough to guard as well.
Yeah, she does a good job of getting downhill and again, working on the defensive end. Just going back to that, man, I thought their best possession maybe in the last few minutes was that get that ball inside, skip across to Andrea Martin, who can knock that shot down. She's so long. And I think that's got to be the key for this next quarter, I think.
She gets both free throws and moves into double figures on the game now. She has 10 points and leads Gillette with those 10 points as the lead is now 28 in NJC's favor, 58-30.
Great set, great entry from Westerdyke.
Williams misses the layup. Potts with the offensive rebound. The putback by Jalen Potts is good. And Jalen Potts now has 6 points all here in this third quarter to open the lead up to 30.
And it hasn't been like super explosive kind of things. It's just like doing a lot of little things right all game, Coach.
And another good take there by Nesbitt as she is fouled again. Foul this time, it looks like it's going to belong to Potts. And it's going to be Potts' first, and Gillette is in the double bonus. Well, and Coach, you talk about, it hasn't really been one person either. I mean, you look at the scoring. Sweetwine with 6. You look at Martinez, who has 12. Spitzek has 12. Winfrey has 2. Williams has 7. Westerdyke has 6. Potts has 6. Caitlin Kyle has 8. I mean, you talk about balanced scoring.
Yeah, they're getting it inside, outside, and even a lot of their sets, when they're getting a bucket, somebody else is open. It's double action stuff, which has been pretty good so far for these guys. Chance for last shot for Beckford.
Off the back rim, and we are at the end of 3. NJC with a 60-32 lead over Gillette in the quarterfinals, Game 2 of the Region 9 tournament on the Casper College Network.
I chose Casper College because it's my hometown, and it always been like a goal of mine to come here first and then maybe go on, but I actually liked it here a lot better, so I decided to stay here. I like the community here, like how they do these things like the barbecues and everything. I think that's really cool how they try to get the students and everyone together. It's affordable for a lot of students, even out-of-state students, and also it's like I said earlier, the community, it's really good, and they try to help you in any way that they can here, and I know bigger universities don't care as much, and I think Casper College is perfect. I don't know, feels like home.
The home of the Casper College Thunderbirds. Game 2 of the quarterfinals here between NJC and Gillette College. NJC out to a 60-32 lead as we get ready to start quarter number 4. A couple of subs here for NJC entering the game for the first time. Lindsey Roberts, a 5'6" sophomore guard from Greeley, Colorado, as well as number 23 McKenna Montier, a 5'5" freshman guard from Severance, Colorado. Westerdyke has it at the top. Over to Sweetwine. They look to throw it into, it's Hannah Zink, number 23. My apologies. Hannah Zink, the 5'9" freshman from Loveland, Colorado, misses that shot.
Oh, good take by Nesbitt again.
Comes off a battle for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Gillette. Gillette inbounds from their own baseline, trailing by 28. Inbound goes into...
Job by Edwards getting the offensive rebound there.
Vergara was with the missed shot, and now we've got a foul, and Westerdyke looked like she had gotten rolled up on. Foul's going to be on number 45, Melina Edwards. It's going to be her 4th and the team's first of the 4th quarter. Beckford's going to check in and replace Edwards with those 4 fouls. Beckford held to just 6 points so far. She came in averaging 14.5 points per game. NJC has done a nice job of limiting her off the dribble, and more importantly, limiting her on the rebounding side of things. She's a great offensive rebounder and just really hasn't had a ton of chances to do that.
Yeah, she was able to get downhill a lot, it seemed like, in the first quarter. A little bit of adjustment by NJC, and they really kind of contained Beckford well again.
Zink spins to her left shoulder. Shot is up, and it's short. Offensive rebound battle, and it goes to Zink, and we're going to have a foul. And it's going to be NJC basketball on the baseline.
Plainsmen work hard on the offensive glass. Good things happen down there.
Foul on Gillette's going to be Kinley Salem. It's going to be her first, the team's second of this 4th quarter.
Lindsey Roberts pinned down. Sweetwine.
This is Potts on the top here. They continue to look into Westerdyke.
Yeah, they had her probably there early.
She's going to step out, and she's going to fire a 3-ball again that maybe brings down rain, but it is good. Alexandra Westerdyke with the 3. She comes in, doesn't really shoot the 3-ball a ton, but when she does it, she shoots it at a high clip, 45.5% on the season.
Yeah, I'm looking up how to spell the word parabola right now, Coach.
Vergara looks to make a move in the post. She gets to her left hand, and it's good. Janina Vergara, her first basket of the game, the 6'4" freshman from Barcelona, Spain, now in the scoring column. She's had a couple of post touches, had a couple of opportunities, and just not been able to put the ball in the basket. As this turnover now will belong to Gillette.
Yeah, just forced a little bit.
Jalen Corby checks in for NJC for the first time today, the 5'5" sophomore guard from Brighton, Colorado. Makes her first appearance into the lineup in this quarterfinal game.
Good post entry.
Vergara again looks to work.
Spins
back to that right shoulder. Now wants to try to step through. Goes back again to the right shoulder. And with the left hand, Janina Vergara with 4 points on the last 2 possessions.
Yeah, good post entry, good finish. Got a little contact there. Finished through the contact. It was really good.
Well, it's just kind of what we've been talking about, the idea of Gillette throwing the ball into the post. As Sweetwine fires that 3, and it is good. She's up to 9 points on the game, but Gillette, you know, take their time. They throw it into the post. They didn't turn the ball over, and Vergara gets a couple of baskets, and then this time they get out of routine. They get out of rhythm. They play a little bit too quick and turn it over, as this jumper by Zink is a little bit long, and the defensive rebound goes to Martin.
Yeah, good look from Sweetwine there in transition. Just missed a shot there.
66-36 our score here from Casper College. Game 2 of the quarterfinals of the Region 9 tournament. Vergara there with a little floater. That's no good, but an offensive rebound by Nesbitt, and again she is fouled. She has made her hay at the free throw line. She's made 5 out of her 6 free throws so far in the second half. That foul is going to go on number 23, Hannah Zink. It's going to be her first and the team's first of the fourth quarter. Nesbitt again back to the free throw line.
And Williams back in for Westerdyke. Westerdyke had another great quarter there, Coach. Lots of good stuff. She can play inside. She can play outside. Pretty good post entry there a few times.
First free throw by Nesbitt, no good. She has 12 points on the game. Second free throw is up, and it is good. As she's up to 13 points, 66-37 Northeast, handily in the lead here from Casper College. Just under 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter of Game 2 of the quarterfinals. Corby tries to make a pass into Williams in the post. It gets through, but then Williams ends up turning it over. There's a little bit of a scramble for it.
Yeah, good job by Andrea Martin being first to the floor, getting a touch on that, and then trying to get possession for Gillette. Good work by her.
And we're going to get a jump ball that's going to head to Gillette. Martin comes in just averaging 6.2 points per game, but her energy has really been a plus for Gillette in a game where they haven't had a ton of pluses. Her length on the defensive end, it really seems like she has done a lot of good things to help this team. Nesbitt has played well. They have had some kids that have done some good things, just not enough in this game here. As Nesbitt catches, and she is about a foot out of bounds, and it'll belong back to NJC.
Yeah, we'll see if Gillette can get something going here defensively. Just try to build on something here.
Number 20, Megan Drews checks in for the Plainsmen, the 5'6" freshman guard from Brighton, Colorado, as Coach Moton continues to empty the bench a little bit. Maybe save some minutes, save some steps for some kids, as they know that they're going to have a big one tomorrow night starting here at 5 o'clock against Western Wyoming. Turnover here in the steal by Beckford as she takes it all the way, makes a nice little pass fake, and then goes in and scores the layup. She's up to 8 points on the game.
Yeah, nice little look off there, Coach.
The 5'8" freshman guard from Toronto, Canada, has been recently coming off the bench. Had started a bunch of games early on and got banged up, and has now made her return and has played very well for this Pronghorns team, especially in the second half of the season. Shot clock down to 10. This is Megan Drews. She looks to get to her left hand, floats one up there, and it is good. Tough shot there by Megan Drews is good, and she is now in the scoring column as Northeast opens their lead up to 68-39. Great drive there by Nesbitt, but then
Looked like they were trying to take a charge there. It was in the restricted zone. Probably a good no call there.
And we're going to get a flopping warning.
Oh. Nesbitt's played hard today, Coach.
Yes.
Great energy. See if they get some big-to-big action here. Maybe Andrew Martin coming in and maybe throwing it into Stefano here. Oh, they're just going to go direct.
Three ball is on the way, and it is no good. Scramble for the rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds in NJC's favor.
Good look for Stefano, though. Good set.
Well, and I don't know if we've seen this lineup with Stefano, Vergara, and Martin, all three at the same time. I mean, this is a good-sized lineup.
Yeah, there's some length.
As they get a turnover there, and a good idea on the try to pass to Beckford that just gets turned over. Then a steal by Jalen Corby there, and NJC retains possession. This is Lindsey Roberts, swings it around. This is Zink.
Oh, Zink missed one there. Shed Williams open inside.
Touch.
Missed her.
Turnover there by Zink on a bad pass. Beckford gets the steal, and then she is fouled. Foul's going to go on Hannah Zink. It's going to be her second foul, the team's second of the quarter. And we're going to go to our final media timeout. 4:40 left in the fourth quarter here from Casper, Wyoming. NJC in control 68-39 over Gillette College on the Casper College Network.
Coach, so I've been with you for a couple of weeks. What's your philosophy on player development?
Yeah, great question. I mean, it really boils down to two things, imagination and creativity.
Good, fine, good, yes, go, quick, one more time. Give me that, Georgie. Oh, no, Georgie. Give me that. Don't step on my two. Don't step on my two. Quick, finish, let's go. Come on, Trey. Let's go. Jump on your shot. Get your shot up. Go. One more. Let's go. Get it up. Go. Finish it. Nice job.
こっち見て。
We are back, fans. Sweet Erickson Gymnasium on the beautiful campus at Casper College. Quarter number 4 here of quarterfinal game number 2 of the NJCAA Region 9 tournament. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. NJC in control of this one, 68-39 over what was a very game Gillette team in the first half. Gillette with the basketball. Dasani Nesbitt's going to initiate. This is Martin, and around to Beckford. Beckford's going to fire a three ball, and it's off to the left. It's going to bounce out of bounds, and Jalen Corby's going to watch it bounce out of bounds for the Plainsmen.
A little bit of full court pressure here.
First time that we've really seen this from Gillette today. Megan Drews initiating the offense here for the Lady Plainsmen. She's going to fire a three ball, and it misses short. Defensive rebound by Stefana. And the look ahead.
Good run out by Nesbitt.
Tough catch by Nesbitt. She's got to put that up, though. She tries to find Beckford. Beckford is fouled. But I think Nesbitt really had a layup opportunity there. Foul's going to be on number 10, Jalen Corby. It's going to be the first on the 5'5" sophomore guard out of Brighton, Colorado. And it's going to send Alyssa Beckford to the free throw line. Beckford, again, just 8 points so far in the game. She came in averaging 14.5. First free throw is up, and it is off the mark.
She makes this one probably see some more pressure.
I would assume so.
Didn't look like it was run and jump or anything. Just looked like it was just straight man. Just trying to slow him down maybe.
Yeah, and NJC has gone on and kind of cleared their bench off a little bit. So they have some players that have not played many minutes in this game so far, as that free throw is good by Beckford, and she's going to get subbed out. And we are going to get Maria Marinkovic back in for the Lady Pronghorns. So here comes that token pressure we were talking about. Entry pass goes into Roberts. She's going to try to handle it. Goes back to Drews. Drews is going to just dribble it across here and get it initiated into the offense. 4 minutes left to go here in game number 2. Again, fans, make sure that you stick around. Game number 3 featuring Eastern Wyoming and Otero is coming up here shortly. Good take there by Erin Williams, so she misses off the side of the backboard, and the defensive rebound goes to Edwards. Edwards going to push, go coast to coast. Great drop off to Stefana.
Nice pass. Great finish by Stefano.
That layup is good on a great pass by Edwards, and Coach Lewis is going to take a quick timeout here for Gillette.
You know, when Edwards picked up her 4th foul, they really missed her vision or court awareness there for a few minutes. Nice to see her back in there and finishing the game.
Yeah, so Coach, I mean, this is a game where, you know, at this point, this is Gillette's last game. They're down by 26 points with 3.5 minutes left to go. How do you get them to continue to play hard, and what's the message that Coach Lewis is preaching in the huddle right now? I mean, she looks like she's pretty adamant about it.
Yeah, I think you're working, you're building. You haven't arrived anywhere. It's just another opportunity for you to play hard, work on the fundamentals, work on the basic kind of stuff. You know, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. Just play really hard. And, you know, I'm sure she probably said, do what we do. And, you know, when they've run the break and they've gotten the ball to in Nesbitt's hand, it's been good. When they've got the ball in the post, it's been great.
Well, in this team with being all freshmen, I mean, is part of the message like, yeah, I know this game's kind of out of reach, but next year, you know, is something that we're looking for is Jalen Corby knocks down the 3?
Yeah, just keep playing. And you can tell the coach has done a great job. I mean, there's another 3. You know, you could just as easily see kids hanging heads and everybody upset, but they're playing tough. They're trying to run the floor. They're trying to do the right stuff. They're trying to get into the system. They got some players. They got some kids that are going to learn and grow here, Coach.
Yeah, we expect this team to be good. I mean, and Coach Lewis obviously doing a great job there. She did a great job in her first stint here in Gillette. And just like you said, you know, this Region 9 in general, and especially the North, and we talked about this for both the boys and girls, Region 9 in general is better when Gillette College is a part of it. You know, you look at everybody's schedule, you know that you're going to have some bigger games. Now you look at the boys' side, Casper and Gillette finish 1 and 2. I know as somebody that lives in Casper that supports Casper College basketball, both on the boys and girls side, really enjoy watching when Gillette comes to town because you know it's going to be a dogfight. You know that Coach Neary is going to do a great job as this is Nesbitt gets her basket. Coach Neary does a great job of coaching the boys up in Gillette, and you know that any team that he brings into Casper is going to be a competitive basketball team.
Yeah, like I mean, the culture, the basketball culture that they've created up in Gillette is just great in our state. And so yeah, to see basketball back at Gillette, kids playing really hard. You can see them growing, you can see them learning, and it's a great thing to have back in Region 9.
And you know, like I said, this team is going to be very competitive next year. As Hannah Zink gets the basket, it's her first basket of the game.
Yeah, good bucket there by Hannah Zink.
You can just tell this team is going to be competitive next year. And I think everybody in Region 9 is excited to see what they're able to put together next year. It's a great back cut there.
Yeah, great cut. Good pass from Stefano to Martin there.
Martin's got 5 points now for the Lady Pronghorns as we are now under 2 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. We get a steal by Martin, and then another turnover by Marinkovic, and now we've got a foul by Marinkovic. Marinkovic is going to pick up her first foul, the team's 3rd foul. Marinkovic is a 5'6" freshman guard from Montenegro. We get one more sub from NJC. NJC entering the game for the first time, McKenna Montier, a 5'5" freshman from Severance, Colorado. As we get another Gillette College foul. That foul is going to be on number 2. Marinkovic is going to be her 2nd and the team's 4th. Next one will be double bonus for NJC as Drews throws it in and almost throws it out of bounds. Martin continues to play hard for the Lady Pronghorns.
Yeah, she's so long. Super athletic kid. Good energy all game.
Yeah, and again, I mean, the scoreboard won't reflect it, but there have been a lot of players from Gillette that have done some really good things today.
Absolutely.
Ultimately, the turnover bug had hit them and was just too much for them to overcome, but a lot of individual performances from kids that have played really hard and done a lot of really good things.
Yeah. Yeah, the turnovers for Gillette, and then just the three-point shooting and rebounding from NJC has been really good.
Layup another here by Lindsay Roberts.
Yep.
Roberts' first basket of the game.
Good take by Stefano.
And again, Stefano continues to play hard. She now has 7 points on the game for the Lady Pronghorns as we have reached the 1 minute point here from Casper College. Again, fans, remember, stick around. Eastern Wyoming and Otero coming at you here in about 56 minutes from now. We're going to take a short break in between games. Hopefully talk to some coaches. A great take there as Hannah Zink gets her second basket of the game.
Yeah, great move from Hannah Zink there. The finish with the contact. Extend the lead out, 77-48 with under a minute.
Foul's going to go on to Sonny Nesbitt. It's going to be her second foul. Stefana gets subbed out, and she is going to exit to a nice ovation from the crowd because she, again, played very hard. Zink to the free throw line, trying to add to her point total of 4. She misses it off to the right. Defensive rebound by Nesbitt. 29-point game here at Casper College. Nesbitt drives it hard, misses it. Offensive rebound and putback is good. This is Lainey Stevens with her first basket of the game for the Lady Pronghorns.
Once again, good job by Nesbitt getting downhill, just plain aggressive. Looks like they're just going to pull this out.
About a 10-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock.
Take their out of the ball here.
Wonder if they're going to just take a shot clock here, if they're going to fire one up. I think she should fire one up here, but she's going to choose not to. She's going to pass it. She makes a good decision there. Jalen Corby makes the decision to pass it so that McKenna Montier can get the turnover for the shot clock violation. You can tell that she has been in this position before and makes the decision to not pick up a turnover there. As we are going to go final here from Casper College, Game 2 of the quarterfinals of the NJCAA Region 9. Northeast 77, Gillette 50. Northeast will go on tomorrow to take on the Western Wyoming Mustangs at 5 o'clock from right here in Casper College. The Gillette Pronghorn season has come to an end. Fans, remember, stick around. We've got another game that's going to start here in about 54 minutes. Before that here, we're going to take about a 5-minute break, and we're going to see if we can get Coach Bronson Moton on here to talk about his team's effort in this game. And we will go through some stats here, and we will close this one up before we get the next one started here on the Casper College Network.
So one of the main reasons I chose Casper College is I'm from Casper, born and raised, and it's great that we have this community college here that it's ranked pretty high among community colleges. So I'm a non-traditional student, and I was a little bit nervous to come back to college, I guess. My major while I was a CC student was psychology, and I also got to be the president of the psychology club. I just had so many opportunities for leadership and personal growth. And I've just been so thankful. I really never imagined all of the opportunities that I would have had here. Just go for it. Like, there is so much to do and so many things to be involved in. And challenge yourself, push beyond your own limitations that you had in your mind.
We have a really competitive group this year, sometimes a little too competitive. And there's this guy on our team, Ethan. He takes it a little too far, but he never loses.
Ready, go! I do this. I ain't never lost. I do this.
It don't even matter what that is. I got game right here.
In this game.
In this game.
Tell him he missed too.
In that game. I do this. I ain't never lost.
I cheer louder than y'all. I never lost. I never lost. I ain't never lost. I do.
I chose Casper College because it's my hometown, and it always been like a goal of mine to come here first and then maybe go on, but I actually liked it here a lot better, so I decided to stay here. I like the community here, like how they do these things like the barbecues and everything. I think that's really cool how they try to get the students and everyone together. It's affordable for a lot of students, even out-of-state students, and also it's like I said earlier, the community, it's really good, and they try to help you in any way that they can here. And I know bigger universities don't care as much, and I think Casper College is perfect. I don't know, feels like home.
Casper College is a great place to start out your college journey. It's, again, there's small class sizes, there's really nice buildings and facilities, there's lots of variety of classes to choose from. To start off, there's all kinds of things you can try. If you're not sure what you want to do, like I was when I started, there's lots of things you can try, from lots of different foreign languages like Japanese or Russian, or the typical things like business and English, and there's lots of really good health science stuff here. So it's a great place to get started, and so I think people should give it a chance rather than going off to college somewhere else. This is a great place locally to kind of dip your toe in the water, so to speak.
Welcome back, fans. Sweet Erickson Gymnasium. We have just completed Game 2 of the NJCAA quarterfinals Region 9 tournament. NJC comes out on top with a 77-50 victory. I'm joined by Coach Bronson Moton. Coach, first off, you guys kind of get out to a slow start. Did you get nervous at all?
I wouldn't say nervous. I was a little frustrated because we haven't played really that many games in the last month. So, to come into a tournament setting and not really having a lot of games, I was like, oh, we got to get it going.
So after you guys finally got it going, you got to feel good with the performance, especially from your guards. Martinez, Sweeney, Spitzek both kind of get it going for you from deep. What do you feel like their performance was?
I think it's good. We need a little more efficiency. But, I'll take that first game, get your feet wet, and then, have all the confidence in them to perform hopefully these next 2 days.
Well, I feel like your depth, Coach, is something that has been a real strength of yours. You had a bunch of players that came in off the bench and played well. What do you think of the bench play tonight? You had 12 different players score the basketball tonight.
That's probably most this whole season, maybe besides one of the first 2 games. It's great, and it's shout out to them because it's hard staying locked in when you don't play sometimes for 2-3 games, and to still be able to come in and perform, it's the hard work they put in every day at practice.
Absolutely. Coach, you turned Gillette over 24 times. Is that something that you saw from them that you knew you were going to be able to do? I mean, does that speak to your defensive effort?
Yeah, we didn't say that specifically about Gillette, but we kind of play enough pressure, and the girls have enough freedom to blitz passing lanes. So, it's all off intuition them, and we just have some really good players that they make it happen.
Well, and it seemed like your defense really led to your offense. You guys scored 24 points off of turnovers. Certainly helps. And Sweeney Spitzek is one that looks like, she's one that is going to jump a passing lane and get out and really score on transition.
Yeah, I was talking to one of the 4-year coaches that was here today, and I was like, she's the hardest playing player on our team, just simple and plain, maybe even almost over-coachable. I'm like, hey, Ruby, go get her, and she will go get somebody.
Yeah, and we talked about that in the broadcast as well, and this is the first time that Mr. Prop has gotten a chance to see her, and it was really impressed by her. So, Coach, looking ahead to tomorrow night, you guys, 5 o'clock, you'll get a chance to play Western Wyoming for the 3rd time this year. I mean, obviously, you play them now. You haven't seen them for a couple of months now. A different basketball team.
Oh, definitely. And, they had a great region. I think they went 9-3, to soak up the 2 seed. They played in this gym year in and year out, just being a North team. So, this will be a good matchup.
Sure. Now, you guys played in the game behind them. Did you get a chance to watch them in that first game?
Yeah, we did. I was still kind of more so focused on Gillette just because, it's the tournament time. You couldn't lose to anybody, so I just wanted to make sure we kind of did. I watched a little bit, but focusing on Gillette mainly.
Absolutely. So now the big question, Coach, you guys get a big victory. Not a whole lot of time to enjoy this. How much time do you take enjoying this thing, and how much time do you do ready to focus on Western?
Kind of just ready to focus on Western. Just stay here, try and watch this Eastern Wyoming game, Otero game, and just, try and stay locked in. We got 3 days to try and get things done. So, hopefully the dice will roll our way and we can, make something happen.
Absolutely. Well, hey, Coach, appreciate you coming and joining us. Best of luck the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much.
Fans, we're going to take a little bit of a break. We've got 40 minutes before this next game tips off. We are going to take about a 30-minute break, and then we'll come back here about 5 minutes before tip-off, and we will restart as we're going to get the Lancers from Eastern Wyoming and the Rattlers from Otero in Game 3 of the quarterfinals of the Region 9 tournament from Sweet Erickson Gymnasium and Casper College.
So one of the main reasons I chose Casper College is I'm from Casper, born and raised, and it's great that we have this community college here that it's ranked pretty high among community colleges. So I'm a non-traditional